When we first started this, we knew that the SEABIN project, it was going to be pretty big because of this global problem, but we never ever envisioned just how much attention that it's got globally. We have scaled up from, I think it was 7 countries to about 23 countries at the moment. And just about every month or month and a half, there's a new distributor or a sales agent in another country that are literally screaming for solutions for the debris and the plastic in the water. When our campaign video went viral, there's been over 1 billion views of the video, and just all these people like, we should have thought about that, and it's so simple, it's just, it's a pool skimmer, and why didn't we do it, and all this sort of stuff. And it was literally, it's just the most simple lateral idea of, if you have a rubbish bin on the land, why don't you just put one in the water? And that's what we did. We have faced quite a few challenges over the last few years. I guess the first challenge was that I've never had a business before, and it was, how do I reinvent myself to do this with no money? And so what I did to solve this, I went to crowdfunding, and then the next challenge was, how do you sell a product that nobody can have, but it benefits all of us? And so I had to get quite creative with marketing. I was always the guy in the room that was asking the stupid questions. I would have my phone out, sometimes Googling what these people were talking about. I'd be on YouTube, learning how to do stuff. And it was just being open and receptive and using a little bit of common sense. The most commonly caught items that we're collecting is microplastics, so plastics anything from 5 millimetres and less. Food wrappers, so snack bars or chip packets, cigarette butts, polystyrene balls. There was a cowboy boot and a pineapple that was actually caught at the same time in one of the Seabins in San Diego. And probably the best thing that I found was $20 in New Zealand. Our mission is to live in a world without the need for Seabins. So, the plastic shouldn't be there and we shouldn't have to need a Seabin to deal with it. And so basically our goal is to do ourselves out of business and not have a need for Seabins. The amount of rubbish that we're collecting is around 1.4 tonnes of marine litter per day. So we have 354 units in the water. Each one's getting 3.9 kilos on average. And so, 1.4 tonnes a day. And when we're talking about this marine litter, it's like chip packets and snack wrappers and stuff that only weighs a few, grams, and it doesn't weigh much at all. But once it's all consolidated, it's quite an impact. And we've only got 354 units in the water. So can you imagine, if you had 1,000 or 10,000 units globally, the impact that you could have? We thought about this really hard, what's the solution to ocean plastics? And there is no one solution, but it all still comes back to education, because if you know what happens, or if you're a bit smarter with what you do or what you purchase, we can mitigate the amount of plastic entering the ocean, and that, I think, is the real solution. The goal is to get off the dock. So at the moment, we're in the marinas and ports and yacht clubs. And for us, in 5 years, we'll be off the dock, we'll be into the bays and marinas, and then we would be actually 7 years into our 12-year plan was to have mobile units or mobile technology that we can head out to the blue water or the open ocean with.